Welcome to PsycKeys, where we unlock the secrets of the human psyche. Today, we're diving into a topic that might just change how you see yourself and others: the 7 types of intelligence. You've probably heard people described as smart or not so smart, right? Well, what if I told you that intelligence isn't just one thing, but a rainbow of different abilities? Prepare to have your mind blown as we explore Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligences. By the end of this video, you might discover superpowers you never knew you had. Let's kick things off with linguistic intelligence. This isn't just about being good with words, it's about understanding the nuances of language, its rhythms, and its power to move people. Picture this. You're at a protest, and suddenly, someone steps up to speak. Their words weave a tapestry of emotion and logic, moving the crowd to action. That's linguistic intelligence in its purest form. But here's where it gets really interesting. A study from the University of Texas found that people with high linguistic intelligence actually process language differently. Their brains show increased activity in areas associated with both language production and comprehension. It's like they have a built-in language supercomputer. So, next time you find yourself lost in a good book or crafting the perfect text message, remember, you might be flexing your linguistic muscles more than you think. Now, let's talk about our number-crunching friends. Logical mathematical intelligence isn't just about being good at math. It's about seeing patterns, reasoning abstractly, and thinking critically. Imagine you're playing chess. You're not just moving pieces randomly. You're calculating probabilities, anticipating your opponent's moves, and strategizing several steps ahead. That's logical mathematical intelligence at work. But here's a mind-bender for you. Research from Johns Hopkins University found that infants as young as 6 months old can distinguish between large and small quantities. This suggests that logical mathematical intelligence might be hardwired into our brains from birth. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm terrible at math. Here's the thing, this type of intelligence isn't just about solving equations, it's about problem solving in general. Ever figured out the fastest route to work during rush hour? That's logical mathematical intelligence in action. So next time you're faced with a complex problem, remember, your inner mathematician might be more powerful than you think. Let's navigate our way to spatial intelligence. This is all about visualizing and manipulating objects and spatial relationships in your mind. Picture a skilled surgeon performing a complex operation. They're not just randomly cutting, they're using their spatial intelligence to navigate the 3-dimensional landscape of the human body, visualizing structures hidden from view. But spatial intelligence isn't just for surgeons and artists. A fascinating study from the University of Chicago found that children who played with blocks and puzzles showed improved spatial reasoning skills later in life. This translated to better performance in STEM fields. So the next time you're effortlessly parallel parking or rearranging furniture in your mind, give yourself a pat on the back. You're flexing your spatial intelligence muscles. Now, let's tune into musical intelligence. This isn't just about being able to carry a tune. It's about understanding pitch, rhythm, and the emotional power of sound. Imagine a jazz musician improvising on stage. They're not just playing random notes, they're composing in real time, understanding complex rhythms and harmonies instinctively. That's musical intelligence in full swing. But here's where it gets really fascinating. A study from the University of Helsinki found that professional musicians' brains respond differently to music than non-musicians. Their brains show increased connectivity between auditory and motor regions, even when they're not playing music. And get this, musical intelligence might even make you smarter in other areas. Research has shown that musical training can improve verbal memory, spatial reasoning, and even literacy skills. So next time you're tapping your foot to a beat or humming along to a tune, remember you're not just enjoying music, you're giving your brain a full-body workout. Let's get physical with Bodily-Kinesthetic Intelligence. This is all about having a keen sense of body awareness and the ability to control physical motion. Think about a professional dancer performing a complex routine. They're not just moving randomly, they're precisely controlling every muscle, understanding their body's position in space, and expressing complex emotions through movement. That's bodily kinesthetic intelligence at its finest. But here's something that might surprise you. This type of intelligence isn't just about physical activities. A study from the University of Wisconsin found that people with high bodily kinesthetic intelligence often excel in fields like surgery and engineering. Why? Because they have an intuitive understanding of how things work and move in the physical world. So the next time you're effortlessly catching a falling object or navigating a crowded space without bumping into anyone, give yourself a high five. You're showcasing your bodily kinesthetic smarts. Now let's talk about the social butterflies, those with high interpersonal intelligence. This is all about understanding and interacting effectively with others, picking up on their moods, motivations, and desires. Imagine a skilled negotiator in action. They're not just talking, they're reading subtle facial expressions, understanding underlying motivations, and adapting their approach in real time. That's interpersonal intelligence at work. But here's where it gets really interesting. A study from Dartmouth College found that people with high interpersonal intelligence actually have more gray matter in regions of the brain associated with social cognition. It's like they have a built-in social supercomputer. And get this, interpersonal intelligence might be more important than ever in our digital age. With so much communication happening online, the ability to understand and connect with others, even without face-to-face cues, is becoming crucial. So, next time you're effortlessly navigating a tense social situation or instinctively knowing how to cheer up a friend, remember, you're flexing your interpersonal intelligence muscles. And in a world that sometimes feels increasingly disconnected, that's a superpower worth celebrating. Last but certainly not least, let's dive into intrapersonal intelligence. This is all about self-understanding, knowing who you are, what you feel, and why you do what you do. Imagine a mindfulness expert guiding a meditation session. They're not just sitting quietly, they're deeply tuned into their inner world, understanding the ebb and flow of their thoughts and emotions. That's intrapersonal intelligence in action. Now, here's something mind-blowing. A study from UCLA found that people with high intrapersonal intelligence actually have more developed prefrontal cortices, the part of the brain associated with self-reflection and decision-making. It's like they have a built-in therapist. But here's the real kicker. Intrapersonal intelligence might be the key to success in any field. Why? Because understanding yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, motivations, and biases allows you to make better decisions, set more effective goals, and navigate life's challenges more skillfully. So, the next time you find yourself reflecting on your feelings or questioning your motivations, give yourself a mental high five. You're not just daydreaming, you're exercising one of the most powerful and underappreciated forms of intelligence. And there you have it, Mind Explorers, the 7 types of intelligence that make up the colorful tapestry of human cognition. From linguistic wizards to bodily kinesthetic geniuses, we've seen that intelligence comes in many forms, each valuable in its own way. So, here's a challenge for you. Over the next week, try to spot these different types of intelligence in action in yourself and others. You might be surprised at the hidden talents you discover. Drop a comment below and tell me, which of these 7 types of intelligence do you favor? Or maybe you noted something in a family member or friend. Let us know. And hey, if this video expanded your mind, why not share the brain boost? Hit that like button, subscribe to PsycKeys, and don't forget to ring that notification bell. Trust me, your future self will thank you for the regular dose of mind-expanding content. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned, our next video is on the way. Until then, keep unlocking the mysteries of your mind.